You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, Roger Goodell at the Fall League meetings, of course, gave a statement the other day that said they would not be releasing the report, the 650,000 emails to the public to let everybody know, to show full transparency as to what's in those emails, what's going on, why the hell John Gruden was targeted the way he was, why the hell they went after John Gruden in the manner they went after him, why was the timing the way it was when they had these emails months and months ago, months before the start of training camp. That has made us furious. We feel like John Gruden was targeted by somebody involving the NFL. Roger Goodell came out and said, we will not release the report, we will not release the emails, citing anonymity and security for the people that contributed to this investigation and that were involved with the Washington football team. Except he's being called a liar right now, a coward, and the people involved that contributed to this investigation, that gave them information, is calling out the NFL right now and saying the NFL is hiding behind them. That's right. Let's get to this. This is crazy. But Roger Goodell, the NFL, continues to look worse and worse in this situation. Former Washington football team cheerleaders Melanie Colburn and Anna Nunes showed up at the NFL's Fall League meeting in New York on Tuesday to hand-deliver a letter asking the NFL to be transparent. That's what we are wanting to see. We want transparency here in its investigation into former employers' workplace misconduct. But later that day, Commissioner Roger Goodell held a press conference clarifying that the league has no intention of releasing a written report as a way to protect those who were participating in the investigation. Colburn, who came forward about her experiences while working as a cheerleader, disagrees. I think it's completely false, she told Fox News in a phone interview. Using us and our anonymity to shield the NFL is a very cowardly thing to do. Lisa Banks and Deborah Katz, two attorneys representing more than 40 former WFT employees, issued a statement directed at Goodell on Wednesday, echoing that sentiment. Quote, yesterday, during your press conference at the NFL owners meeting, you made a number of misstatements. You were a liar, Roger Goodell, about the NFL's action or inaction related to the Washington football team investigation, those who participated in that investigation, including our clients. We write once again to make our client's position as clear as possible and to ask you to refrain suggesting the NFL has not created or produced an investigatory request at their request. It's simply not true. As you suggest, that is because some of our clients wanted anonymity. That they did, therefore, did not want a report produced or made public, the letter continued. Colberg is among former employees who have been pushing the league to issue a written report of its findings following a 10-month investigation. Keep in mind, they can simply mask the names involved. They don't have to show the names in this report. They do not. Okay? They can mask those names. They did it in the Andrew Cuomo investigation. Okay? Involving those women. That's no excuse. You can still see what was actually said. There are ways to release reports with names redacted. That's right. And if there's any delicate matters, they can go through and withhold some of that information. It's been done. It's done all the time. It's unfortunate that they are using that, Colburn told Fox News. I know Beth Wilkinson is a very esteemed lawyer, Colburn said, of the attorney hired to conduct the investigation. She's renowned. She's very respected in this area. And I'm sure that she had a working document that is capable of producing such a report that would be sensitive to everybody that participated. Colburn also spoke to Goodell's comments that Washington owner Dan Snyder and the organization as a whole were held accountable, referencing the, quote, unprecedented $10 million fine the team was forced to pay. Quote, that is not a fine, that is not a punishment that fits behavior and years of toxic work culture and serial harassment, I'm cleaning this up, and even assault in some cases, Colburn said. I don't think he's been held accountable. This is getting very ugly for the NFL. On Wednesday, Raiders owner Mark Davis became the first NFL owner to come forward and say he believed the league should publish a written report, especially with some of the things that were, I guess, charged, end quote. It was encouraging that Mark Davis came forward. I appreciate his support. I also think his personal interest in this is losing his head coach the way he did. John Gruden resigned as the coach of the Raiders earlier this month as it was revealed racist, homophobic, misogynistic comments Gruden made to former executive Bruce Allen. Mark Davis is dealing with a lot of collateral damage in this whole process. It does go on to say, quote, they're talking about Tanya Snyder right here. I will say Tanya's comments are, again, very tone deaf and really makes us feel invisible as it has, as she since went on with Adam Schefter, Colburn said of Snyder's appearance on the ESPN podcast. And I don't see, I'm looking for a statement. Okay, here's what she said. Quote, rather than caring for the victim, she talked on the podcast about how difficult it was for her and her family over the past year. I think that she has been tone deaf since taking a position of power with the team, and it shows me that nothing's changed in regard to culture, the people at the top leading the team. Washington declined to comment on the report. While Colburn said it's a, quote, encouraging that others in the room reportedly share her concerns, she's focused on November 4th, the deadline by which the NFL must submit all documents and communication about the probe to the House Committee Oversight and Reform Committee. Getting ugly. It's getting ugly now because you're getting people coming out and saying, look, NFL, there are plenty of ways to release this report. You're trying to use us as a shield for the shield. Imagine that. Now, we got to remember, NFL, Roger Goodell works for the NFL owners. What's Dan Snyder? An NFL owner. Jerry Jones, an NFL owner. He works for the owners, okay? So he is speaking in many ways on behalf. This is going exactly the way the owners wanted to go, except for Mark Davis. He's out on an island right now. So, look, we support Mark Davis. We support John Gruden. And look, if Dan Snyder's been having this god-awful workplace and the NFL's hiding it right now, no, blow the lid off of it. F them. It should come out. It should. Dan Snyder should be exposed in all this. And, it's the least that can happen after John Gruden getting screwed over. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Make sure you hit subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.